Hello and welcome to another Nikomedia tutorial. This will be a quite short tutorial. I want to show you how I made, in this picture, how I made this weld. Many people asked me how I did this, so I will show you. And I decided we make one letter, let's say we make this N, and after this you should be able to make your own letters. Okay, so let's start. And start with a cube. We might take a height of 20. And fillets, let's say 3 should be okay. Yeah, okay. Next thing we need is a tube. And the tube, and take 30 and 40. Of course, again fillet with 3 segments and 3 radius, 2, yes. Then we put this a little higher. So if you hold your shift key on your keyboard and you drag it, you see you have increments of 10. So that do it in the height of 50. Let's see. Yeah, height of 50, okay. So, next step. We need to make this tube editable. So press here on this symbol or press C on your keyboard, or as I do it with my Edit Optimize script. You will find it again in the description. And if you have seen my tutorials before, you know that what this does, and it's really helpful. So just take this, and so if I convert it with this script, I don't have to optimize. Normally you have to optimize then. So go in your point mode, right click optimize, and so you don't have to do this. So the next thing is how we get our weld here. I did it like this. Go to our tube, go in the Polygon mode, edge mode, doesn't matter. Then hit K for knife, go to your knife. Align is okay, restrict the selection we don't need. Visible only we don't need. And then we want to select cuts. So if we activate this, it will be this cut we do will be automatically selected in edge mode. And I'll show you then why I do this. So let's make a cut, and make it a cut from here, from the top of this cube to here. If you hold your shift key, you get a totally straight line. So did it cut or didn't it cut? Yeah. And now if you go in the edge mode, you see this edge is automatically selected. And now I want this spline or this edge, and want to make a spline out of this edge. And I have here, I put this in my toolbar here, this edge to spline script. You will find it under tools, mesh, commands, edge to spline. You will find it here too. So just hit it, edge to spline, and now we got child of this tube, we got this spline we need then. And now, because this edge is selected and I don't need it anymore, so I can do here a right click and dissolve, and this edge disappears again. So I don't have an edge here, a cut here anymore. So the next thing is we need a sphere. Let's make a sphere, and now we'll start with our weld. The sphere, yeah, I have it as default. I have here the icosahedron. Normally you have this standard, but I prefer the icosahedron. And if you want the same, you just have to go to your preferred thing here. For me, icosahedron. Then here you go to Edit and set as default, and then you will have every time here the icosahedron instead of this standard sphere. Okay, so now the sphere, of course we need it just smaller. Let's see, try it with 5, but we'll see it later how we need it. And this sphere we need to clone. Go to MoGraph, Cloner, hold your Alt key on your keyboard with the selected sphere here, and you have the cloner. Now we want this cloner on an object, and this object will be our spline here. Now you see we have here our spheres. Then we need more of these spheres, of course. So let's go something like this. And now we take this whole cloner in a metaball object. So go here, hold your Alt key. So with the selected cloner, hold your Alt key and press on the metaball. See? Okay. There is something. Now in the editor subdivision we take the same like the render subdivision, so we see what we get. And here in the hull we do it so that we say, okay, now it looks nice. Something like this. It should be too smooth. So let's see what we get here. Yeah, and this looks like a weld. But now you can see if you want it bigger, smaller, as you like. Okay, that's it. We like it like this. Okay. Now we take our one column we need here for our N. So we take an cylinder. The inner of this tube was 30, so let's say 30, or not. Just have a look. Yeah, okay, perfect. Go in a side view so we see how big we want this. Let's say 300 for the moment. No, that's less, 400. Whoop. Okay. And the height, let's say 250 here. So we have. Okay. So far, so good. Let's see how we did it here. Yes, now we need something like this tube here again. Okay. So normally we can copy our cube here, or tube, not cube. This can do it out here. So it's a little mess here now, but you will do it better, I'm sure. So let's copy this tube. But let's say here this is our group it with Alt G on your keyboard. This is our socket 1 with this cube into it. So it's a little better. Now we take this tube, copy it. So just hold your control key on your keyboard and drag it out so you have a copy of it. Now we have our tube here. Do it like this, something like this. Okay. Should be okay. And now we need this a little bigger, this tube now. So go in your scale mode and just scale it in the y-axis. So just take this green axis and scale it in the y-axis. let's say 150, yeah, this should be okay. Yes. So next thing is we need something like a cube again. Do it here. So, and higher, of course, we need it in the Y. Let's say 500 for the moment. So, do it 40 degrees, okay. It's just to put it over here. Sorry. Now we see we need it higher. Let's see, something like this. Oops. I have to give it 1000. Why not? So, like this. Oh, that's, the angle is too big. 30 degrees should be enough. No, 35. 35. Okie doke. Let's see it. Yeah, okay. That we take. Good. Now, here we do the same. At first we take a little fillet. We have a radius of 3 and 3. Okay. Now, sorry. Now we convert it in an editable object. So C on your keyboard, or for me it's the script. Okay. The next thing is we take this tube here, and we want to make a weld like this here on the tube. So let's go in this view, side view, and take the cube and go in the polygon mode, or let's go in the edge mode. K on your keyboard, and again we make this thing should be from before, it's okay. We go make a cut from here to here. Back. You see the cut is selected, wonderful, everything is fine. So and again now we need this edge to spline. Press on it, edge to spline, we have here this. Now we can take our meta pole from here, copy it, so activate it, hold Control on the keyboard, drag it out. And what we have to do here is just in the cloner, instead of this spline, we put in the new spline. And you see, there is something. Of course now this spline is a little bigger, so we have to do more clones. Something like this. And if I see, okay, the spline here is less, here is more, I can try just to take this spline and rotate it a little bit here, like this, and you have a welding here. Okay, with E you can but it's okay, I think. Good. Next weld. Now we could, if we want, we can dissolve this one cut here again. But here I don't need to dissolve. Normally I don't need it anymore. So Why should I? But why should I not? So let's hide this meta ball, go to our tube, go in the edge mode and just right click and dissolve. And it disappeared. So what you see here is just this spline here. You see? But we don't see it if we activate our meta ball. So good so far. Next thing is we need to have a socket like here. So then let's go to our this cube. That is the big cube, and take it here. Then go to our socket 1, take our cube we have here, just copy it, so control on the keyboard and drag it out. And now we go in the side view and put it here. Of course we need it now bigger. Something like this. Okay. We can cut this thing here, this rest here, and delete it, but because we have a floor then, so we don't see it. So you can let it like it is. So let it be like it is. But here, see, I want this. We need here. Okay, so that we have space for our weld. Let's set the 300 here. Then let's make 300 here, that it looks the same. 300, so looks better than thing, I think. Yes. Okay. Now let's go to our cube here. Then go here, and we have to make a cut. So K on your keyboard. Here everything is okay. Make a cut from here. Here is a straight line, so hold your shift key and cut it. Next thing is we go to edge to spline. So we have our spline for our clone, for our weld here. Then we can here right click and dissolve again. But if you want to cut this, you could do it now. So if you go to your point mode, go to the point mode, take a rectangle selection, and here only select visible elements unchecked, and just select here all points, and then press delete, and you see you have it like this. Normally you don't have to do this, because as I said, we get a floor, and under the floor we don't see this. But now, okay, why not, let it be. Good. Then we need here again our weld. Just copy it. So control on the keyboard, drag it out, and here in the cloner, instead of this spline, we take our new spline here and put it in. You see, of course, this is much bigger, this spline, so we need more clones. And if you see something like this, you have to play with the higher in the meta ball, or you have to play with our sphere size. Let's find out. Go here. here, cloner. Count. Like this. Something. No, that's not. We will find it out. Yeah, of course. So why we have this now? Oh, intermediate points. Let's see. To uniform. Yeah, that's it. The intermediate points are the. Go to uniform. Here, I think we can take few. So, and again go to our metaball. In sphere we have now go back to 5 centimeter. And the hull. Now let's play with the hull. And maybe less clones. Don't need so many clones here. Back to the hull. It's a little playing, but so we have many. So now we're talking. So back to, yeah, because it shouldn't look too even, this whole thing. Yes. Okay. So the next step here is nothing more than a copy of this side here. Let's see. Can we use this? Let's try it. Haven't tried before, but maybe we can use it. We need this socket. We need this cylinder. No. We need you. We need you. Maybe. And yes. What do we get when I take this whole thing here and just drag it around? Okay, looks good so far. I put this whole thing in a group, G, on your keyboard. Just call it 01 now. Copy it, so control on the keyboard and drag it. And now, theoretically, let's see what we get. Rotate it. E. Normally it should work. Of course it works. I did it more complicated in my picture. Okay. Maybe let's play with this. Spline here. Because now we see we must go in another rotation. Like this. E. Like this. Yes. And we have a nice N. everything is welded, everything is done. Sorry. And now you can take this. You can take this. You can download this shader here in gold on my site. And if you give it the link in the description, of course. And if you go to my site and download this shader, you will get these three things here. So the first is just the base. The second is are these fingerprints, and the third is just other dirt. And if you wanna apply it to this, so just go. Well, normally you can take this whole thing in a group, G, and take this base material, put it on. Then you take the fingerprint material, put it on it, and then the last one. These three materials. So, and you can every material go to a cubic projection. So, and now let's see and make a render. So make a short scene, quick scene. How we do this? We take a disk. We need it, of course, a lot bigger. Let's center this in a little bit. So E, center it, just eyeball it a little bit. So okay. Then so make a new. We need just a color gradient. Okay. Here we need a circular gradient, and here I want a light blue. Something like this, almost white, and copy this. So just Control key and drag it out so you get the same color here. And here I just wanted a little darker. Get something like this. And now put it on your disk. And we need here a frontal mapping. And we need, with right click, a compositing tag and compositing background. The next thing is we need a background, of course, and put this texture here too. So just copy it, Control key, drag it, and we have it like this. The next thing is, I've shown it in a tutorial before. We light this scene with the sIBL loader. And here, normally I work with the HDE Studio, but not everyone has this. So let's make it with the sIBL loader. It's a free plugin. Link in the description. So, and here we take a studio. It doesn't matter for now, it's just for okay. Apply the preset. So, but I don't want to see behind, I don't want to see this background of the sIBL loader. So I go here to the sIBL loader. And then the background sky, we have here a compositing tag too, and here just deactivate seed by camera. And now we will see what we get. Go in our render settings first. Low should be okay. Global illumination we want, yes, why not? 16. Quasi Monte Carlo is okay. Ambient occlusion we want 2. Physical progressive is okay too. Okay, let's see what we get. Just hit Control R on the keyboard. And look what we get. Almost the same result like in my original file. Of course, now you can play with the lighting. So if you don't like this, so just go to the sIBL loader, rotate, and rotate this whole thing. Every time you will get a new lighting. See, now you see these nice reflections here and here. Okay. And if you want a better render, of course, you can go the physical render and 40, go to 20. And let's try it now. It should render quite fast. Yeah. Okay. And of course now you can raise your settings here to whatever you want. Normally it renders very fast, so you can go to like medium and everything should be okay now. Here medium and the global settings, here the sample count from 16 would be better here, so let's render it again. It's a little longer of course, but not really long. Yeah. And you get a nice clean render in a very short time. Okay, that's it. I hope you found it useful. But that was not planned, this tutorial, so please excuse me if I did some mistakes between. This is just a stand-up tutorial. Okay, so I wish you a nice day and much fun with recreating this thing. All links you will need you will find in the description. You will find there a link for a donation too. If you want to donate something, you're very welcome. But you don't have to, of course. So, okay. Yeah, and on my site, on my donation site, there is it's just €2. You see there, but you can input every reaction you want. You can take €1, you can take 0.5 euro, or you can take some bottles of beer, or whatever. So, bye bye and nice day. And if you have some questions, just write in the comments. If I can help you, I will do so, I promise. And bye bye. I give and the project file, of course, I give for free too, so you can download the project file too. So bye bye.